This is another episode of Walk and Talk. And today's episode, I don't know, I've had so many episodes already happen to me today. If you look at my video postings for today. And if you're watching this one on Instagram TV, for some reason Instagram TV doesn't let me upload like on YouTube. Every time I upload on YouTube, the videos go up. And on Instagram TV, I'd say quite a few of them that I want to put up, they won't go up. There's some problem. I can't figure it out. Anyway, so if you're on Instagram TV, go over to our YouTube channel, to all the stuff that you've missed. It's Infinite Bob 99 on YouTube. Okay, so what else did I want to tell you about? Let's see. No, I'm not going to do that. Wasp, no. Baseball. No, I'm not going to talk about baseball. I'm not going to talk about haircuts. I'm not going to talk about get the knack. I'm not going to talk about thunderheads. I know what I was going to talk about. How it's all going to come out in the wash. Well, I'm going to have to paraphrase Stuart Wilde because he's one of my favorite authors because he was a bullshitter. And anyone that watches the channels knows that yours truly is a bullshitter. And you can't bullshit a bullshitter, but you can certainly laugh about it and have a great time. So thank you for watching. Anyway, Stuart Wilde, the bullshitter, went on and on that this was the time of the great renewal. And strangely, Sananda, the ascended master that I saw through a trance channel, in other words, the trance channel went into a meditation and then a different voice and personality came out called Sananda, the ascended master. Sananda called it harvest time. So anyway, those are two totally separate places where I heard about this being a time of great upheaval and change. Dolores Cannon, who I never met, I just recently started seeing some of her videos in the past year or so, said she was the great hypnotist. She hypnotized thousands of people, and she got the same information from all the same people, that this is a time of great change. So there's three different personalities that have agreed. Do I think it's a time of great change? No, I don't, because I don't see any change whatsoever. I see a lot of talk, a lot of bullshit, but I do not see change in my local environment at all. So what are you to make of it? Okay, well, I've just been listening for the cosmic characters, and they gave me something, and then no, we don't want to say that. So the cosmic characters say, we don't know. Stuart Wilde, the bullshitter, was talking about so many stuff. He was very bright. I mean, he knew stuff about sacred geometry, quantum physics. He knew about geography. He knew about the Kogi people, which was an indigenous tribe in the mountains of Colombia. He knew so much stuff. He must have read as much as I did, but maybe, I don't know if... Anyways, I don't know. I saw him live at a small event, but I never actually went up and shook his hand. It's too bad, but he was being smothered by the local organizer who was brown-nosing, I guess. Anyways, little by little, I'm coming to the conclusion that there is no change going to happen on planet Earth. There's not going to be the Great Awakening that Donald Trump talks about. There's not going to be the renewal that Stuart Wilde talks about. There's not going to be harvest time that Sananda talks about. And whatever Dolores Cannon was talking about, that's not happening either. The only thing I see here is pretty much the same. I even looked at the weather report on the country of Canada today. It was coast to coast. And I got to look at it and say, despite all these talks about huge heat waves and global warming. It looked at this map, and I'm going to tell you, this map today was identical to a map you could have put up in 1972. It was. It's basically comfortable in Vancouver, not too hot. It's quite hot, but not as hot as, down in, I don't know, it was hot, but not super, super hot across the prairie provinces like it is every summer, where they grow lots of wheat and corn. And on the eastern part of Canada, it was a rather cool, rainy day. That is normal. There is no global warming today on the map of Canada, which is a huge piece of the landmass of North America. So, is there global warming? Not on today's map. It was a normal summer day. And I look up today at the sky, and I don't see any chemtrails whatsoever. It's a beautiful blue sky. We had some thunderclouds pass over, but it didn't rain, and we never got any lightning. As far as the people, they're all brainwashed by the public school system into being good little people. But I have seen no evidence. Well, let's see. I did see UFOs last summer. Some really weird UFO stuff last summer. I cannot explain some things. I mean, situation normal. Everything is like 95% normal and 5% hinky. In other words, things like the UFOs that I saw last summer. Those are hinky, unexplainable events. The synchronicities. Well, I mean, Carl Jung talked about these synchronicities. Oh God, it must have been 100 years ago. The song Synchronicity 1 and 2 by the band The Police, that was the one Sting was the head and front man of. They sang Synchronicity in, I'm going to say approximately 1987. So it's not a new word. Coincidences, synchronicities. That's all I got to say. I'm Jokey McFlokey. Stay real.